those crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. We get up off of that thing when it's voting day and vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't hesitate. Vote, don't procrastinate.
Hello, family. It's Sunday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm so glad y'all are here. 9 days, baby. We have 9 days. We're into the single digits, baby. We're on the final countdown of Donnie's career.
Whew.
I mean to tell you, doesn't it make you want to just take a breath?
It's
Just
making
take a
me
breath.
continue to hold my breath, but yes,
Yeah,
I
9
mean
more
it's,
days,
it's
yeah.
a mix of emotions on that regard.
Yeah. Anticipation,
Yeah.
excitement, nervousness.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of range of emotions going on, and it's going to continue for the next 9 days, I reckon. Anyway, I want to thank Stephanie Dean for joining us, and I guess she's going to stay up in North Carolina with Stephanie, so it's going to be Stephanie and Stephanie in North Carolina. Stephanie J. Hill and Stephanie Dean up in North Carolina. I'm so glad they got to visit with each other, and she'll get to stay until Wednesday. That's nice. Anyway, Brian Champagne's here, Dorothy Tyndall. Oh, Lordy, hang on to your britches. It's Tammy Ames with Nana Lovely. How about them Steelers? Yes, dear, they are 6-0 now, and I imagine Nana Lovely is just beside herself with joy. Good, good. Go Steelers, baby. I'm happy for you. Fucking Cowboys, I swear. Anyway, Dwayne Dwizzle is with us. The remixtress, Ahmad Al-Amir, is with us. Thank you, brother, for being here. Sherry P. Tina Riley, all the way from down under, is with us. Dwayne Dwizzle. Where did I go? Oh, Deborah Haynes. TK Benj is with us. Adina Michael. Wait a minute, I'm looking for one here. I got to make sure I get it right, too. Move that up a little bit. Adina Michael. Rose Taylor is with us. Hi, Rose. How are you doing? Where'd I go? Rose Taylor. Debbie Marie. Derek Shepard is with us. Elena Jars. Adina Michael. Tammy Ames, baby. Thank you for being. Martha Oliveira. Jenny Tarusi. Jenny Tarusi. I got it. Now, if it stays in my head, that's what I was looking for. She gave me the correct pronunciation of her name. I wanted to make sure I got it right. Tarasi. I will try to retain that, but don't hold me to it, dear. Anyway, Marijuana Harris is here. What a name! Mary Jane Harris. I'm sorry. Marijuana Harris. Shit. Word association there. Mary Jane, I'm sorry, darling. Aaron T. Sheila Loves Sunsets is with us. Lori Rosenberg. Anyway, the whole family's here. Lynn Callender is with us. Manuel Volcano. I know I got that right. Anyway. Ahmad just voted. Thank you, brother. Every vote counts. We have 9 days left to go. And boy, howdy shit, they've had early voting just go off the rails. Here in Texas, I want to put this out there. The Dallas Morning News, a big news organization up there in Dallas, which is a conservative area of Texas, puts out that Biden is leading here in Texas. So, baby, there is this big possibility, and I mean it's close. I don't want to put my eggs in all one basket and all that shit and dream everything, because I've been down that road before. But we have a possibility to turn my state blue, and I believe that if that happens, we're not only going to take it in the presidential race. I think that vote is going to bleed down all the way down ticket, and Texas is going to pick up a lot of seats. I hope MJ Hager is closing in on John Cornhole, who just needs to go. And the state houses here in Texas, the districts here that make up the state house, we're looking good to pick up 11 of them. So yeah, I'm feeling really, really, really good. 42% of Texans have already voted. We're already getting way past markers that have ever been set before. We're getting record turnout in this state, and I don't think that is. I don't think that's the Republicans riding in on horses to save Donnie. I don't think it's happening. But Texas and North Carolina, two big states, red states, that are going to, we have a distinct, Maine, Colorado, we have a possibility of turning these states blue, and they say the path for Donnie is getting mighty small, but it's a path, and until it's all cut off, until this thing is over and called, I am not going to be confident in anything, because I'm still afraid it's going to end up in the courts. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed your weekend. I hope you got to put a smile on somebody's face today, because it sure means a lot to everybody around you. Anyway, Aussie Dave, how in the hell are you all the way down under, brother? How are you?
Fine, thank you, mate. Fine.
Good.
I'm getting a bit sick of this crap about Biden. I mean, Trump's dishing out down here. All we're hearing down here is, accusations after accusation about Biden from Trump. He's got, as I was saying to Bill Jones earlier on, what else has the guy got? But it's pretty sickening that a man could come out 5 days, 10 days before an election, bag a person, knowing that person cannot give themselves an opportunity or have enough time to defend themselves, and bag them with bullshit. It's pretty disheartening to think that a president of the United States could stoop so low.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're doing fine down here.
Other than that, the constant deluge of crap coming out of his mouth.
Yes.
It is nothing different. He's done it all his life. People were hoping, as Obama said, that he would grow into the office, but it's impossible. He's a little prick, is what he is, and that's all he'll ever be. But let's get everybody in the room. Bernadette, baby, how are you?
Dude, I'm doing good.
Good.
I don't know about you, but I am excited, and you know what? I'm going with it. I'm going with it because it looks good. It makes me feel good, and I'm not putting no jinx on this. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, I think it's coming. I really do. I don't want to get overconfident. I don't want to jinx anything or like anything like that. Oh Lordy, I didn't see all that. Anyway, But yes, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I ain't jinxing nothing. I'm going with the way it feels good. And yeah, fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah,
This shit's
let's get
going
that out
down.
there. Yeah.
Randy Peterson, up in Arkansas. My friend, are you knocking down any trees today?
No, but I'm blowing a lot of.
It's Sunday. Go ahead.
I'm blowing a lot of leaves out of my yard, like 2 feet deep.
Holy shit! Fall has cometh, huh?
Yeah, it's white oak, sorrel, house, and I'm just watching Chiefs kick some ass, so I'm happy.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm glad you're here, brother. 9 days left. What?
Said, hi, Bernadette. Fuck Trump.
Yeah, there you go. Right on, Randy.
Did he say fuck Trump?
He did say fuck Trump.
I thought he said fuck Trump.
That's right, but
we just want to make sure communications are clear.
I hope everybody's well tonight.
We are, my friend. We are. As best as can.
We're excited.
We're excited. We're anticipating a whole lot. How about SC out there in Tallahassee, brother? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing?
Day by day, brother. Day by day.
Yeah, that's the best I can do. Day by day. We had a super spreader event here last night. So.
Oh yeah.
But of course you did.
Yeah,
You're in Florida.
Yeah. Trump's super spreader event, right?
Yeah. So the Pence and his crew brought it all to Tallahassee. So. Yeah.
Yeah. After his staff gets positive results on his chief of staff and his body man, they call him.
Yeah. Bodyguard, body man.
Body man or something. Marcia asked me, "What's the body man?" Well, shit, I used to think it was a bodyguard, but now I think they're trying. What is that? Like the valet / bodyguard, or I don't know. I hate to be ignorant about shit, but body man, I didn't ever hear that one. Anyway, SC, we're glad you're here. 9 days to go, brother. We ain't got long to go. We don't have long to go, so I'm glad you're here. Close this shit out right in the last 9 days. And Velda Lee, the mother hen of our Blue Dot family. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing just fine.
I almost said brother. And then I thought for a moment I was going to try to switch it. You can't switch brother to mother real quick like that. You just can't. Hello, darling.
Okay, I've been called worse.
Oh, I have too, many times. And I'm sure they're not done yet. They're working up new ammo now as I speak. How's Wayne?
He's sitting filling his face. I just made him dinner.
Oh, well, there you go. He's a happy man. What can you say?
Yes, he is.
There you go.
I'm glad to see Bernadette in the room because I wasn't for sure she was going to make it back tonight. I had words for everybody, but she did them.
She already got loose with them.
Well,
but don't let that.
I don't know how long I'm going to be here. It could go out at any moment now.
Unfortunately,
I'm not jinxing it.
Unfortunately,
neither am I, and that's why I figure I'll get in while I can. If they're gonna cut me out, they're gonna cut me off again. Whatever at this point, y'all do whatever. Randy's down there making wind, and that's causing us to have our lights turned off. Stop it, Randy.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, stop that stuff.
Stop blowing them leaves around.
One of the things that made me happy today was seeing this.
What?
54 million people have voted.
Yes, see, that's why I'm excited. That's why
I'm excited. This is record turnout.
That is 40%. 40% of the 2016 election.
There you go. I'm just Coggins said this. The 5 biggest wind producers: Texas, Oklahoma, Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas. Thank you for including us in there because
and
Texas
Trump.
That's
and cabbage.
Cabbage.
That's funny.
That does produce a lot of methane. Woo, Bob, have you been eating cabbage?
Stop making that wind. Stop making that wind, because every time you make that wind, my lights have to go out.
Well, boy, have shit. Yeah, we don't want. Ain't that pitiful living in an area where we're gonna turn your lights off. What the fuck? I paid the bill. Yeah, but that don't matter. We don't give a shit. We're gonna turn the lights off anyway.
John, we barely got a breeze blowing. But if the wind's gonna kick up the fires, then go ahead and cut the lights out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever.
You'd rather be in the dark for a little
yeah.
bit and still have a home. So
Yep,
yeah,
I got my oil lamps already out and the candles already, and yeah, so
just
we're
think of that
prepped and ready to
romantic
go.
ambiance that will create. Just
I'm thinking about how cold it's gonna be when the sun goes down.
holy shit. Put another log on the fire. Hello,
Right,
Jen
right.
Morgan. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, baby. Not the best day of my life, but certainly not the
Wow,
worst.
you were watching the Dallas game, is that it?
Well, of course I was. So I'm hard, but hey, did you hear about the Steelers?
Yeah.
You owe
no.
me, Nana. Oh,
Did they
but-
lose?
No, they won 6-0 now. Nana Lovely is just happy as anything right now. She
wow.
she thinks they're on their way to
I
Super
heard-
Bowl, baby.
I heard from her today,
Did
and
you?
she says she's trying to get back to making masks. Bless her heart for
I'm
doing
telling you.
that. Oh my goodness!
Amongst everything else, just a
you go,
wonderful
Nana.
person. She makes.
Yeah.
I have several of her masks. My whole family have masks from
Yeah.
Tammy Ames, and a lot of other people do. So yeah, she has really been busy, and then had thumb surgery. So,
John,
yes,
Yes. So
Um,
I'm glad to hear she's getting back to doing it.
me too, baby. Yeah, Randy.
Tammy Ames sent me 2 masks, and believe it or not, she actually put anchors on them and had no idea I was in the Navy.
Boy, how did,
Awesome.
you got the
Yeah,
anchors.
I
You
wore
got
a
the
mask.
anchors? I see
got-
that, Tammy. He got the anchors. You know what I got?
What?
Pittsburgh Steelers. I
I
got Pittsburgh Steelers, and I want you to know, and I want her to know. I wore that thing everywhere.
Yes.
At my own detriment down here, I swear. People look at you like, what do you, Steelers, go back up north. What are you doing down? No, this is my home. But I was very proud of it, and as a matter of fact, it was my favorite mask for a while.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, I wore it quite a
Did a
bit.
job on those, man. A great job. I
She
appreciate
does
them.
absolutely wonderful work, and the number of people that she touched, it represents this family. It really does. We have a very giving family and a very loving family out here, and I'm very proud of that.
Before we-
Yes, Suzanne, my donkey is fine. She's out in the front yard, as a matter of fact, as we speak. I'm sorry, I was answering a comment. What was you going to say?
Before we get done into all the BS that's going on,
Bullshit.
I'd like to give a shout. Yeah, I'd love to give a shout out to Deborah Gerlach.
Oh, baby. Yes.
Yeah.
She is
Yes.
so lonely,
Oh.
and people that have been on Facebook, you've got the address that she has put over on there.
I saw that.
Please send cards
I-
and letters, and just let her know that we love her. Deb,
And we miss
I
her.
love you.
We miss her.
We miss you
We want. We
tremendously, my dear.
tremendously. We're looking
Very
forward
much
to you
so.
coming back. We want you to
Very
get
much
your
so.
voice and come back and use it right here. This whole family misses you, dear. I just yeah. I saw her post the other day with her address on it, and I have a list of several people I'm going to be writing to. Deborah's one of them. Julie's one. I got several cards and letters I want to get out. I've been a little bit preoccupied here lately, but what do you do? Life keeps happening. Anyway, let me catch up here before we start. About 13 hours ago, so this is before our show. Susie Q2U donated $5. Thank you very much through Super Chat, and we appreciate it tremendously. And Sarge Tech donated $5 through Super Chat and said, my absentee vote was on September 29th. Just checked, and it was accepted, and my vote counted. Another nail in Donnie's coffin. I threw that in for you there, Sarge Tech. Anyway, thank you, sir. And Ben Stroud donated $5 through Super Chat and said, Steelers will lose. Oh, here we go. Steelers will lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs. Fuck Trump. Oh, here we go. Ben Stroud. By the way, Ben, outstanding beer, brother. I was really impressed. Well, I've never had an unfiltered wheat beer before. That was quite tasty. So thank you, Ben, for that. And Greg Kittleson. Greg Kittleson has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Greg, welcome to the family, brother. Thank you for joining us. Anyway, yes, 9 days, 9 more days. 9 more. We won't know in 9 more days. I don't think they'll call it.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We'll yeah, that's okay.
I think
we'll be on the counting by then.
I really do. You know how we kept talking about the possibility that on election night Donnie would look like he's winning before the absentee votes were counted. I'm not too sure that's going to hold to because the people in line, the people that we have seen go out and stand in lines to vote, is more than I've ever seen. And it is. I believe that is motivated exactly by Trump. People wanting to get that piece of lion shit out of our house. He's done enough damage to our country already. We cannot afford for him to stay another damn night in the mansion. If we could get his ass out tonight, I'd be tickled to death. Unfortunately, we got to do it the legal way.
We got 9 days.
We got 9 days.
And the thing, I love the fact that the 18 to 35-year-olds have come out in droves, about 12 million of them.
I am very encouraged when I see the younger demographic coming out to vote. Listen to me, younger demographic. Doesn't that sound professional?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Younger
Erin
demographic.
in the YouTube chat is saying she's up in New York and the lines are long and people are staying. They're staying in line to cast their votes, and that's awesome.
That is what is encouraging us. That's what these people are not getting out of line. They're staying. They want their vote counted.
Yeah.
And I think I'm showing the early voting in battleground states. Since I've shown the 3 here: Florida, North Carolina, Michigan, ages 18 to 29. In 2020, in Florida, you got 257,000 to 2016, where we only had 44,000. North Carolina, you got 204,000 compared to where in 2016 it was only 25,000. And in Michigan, you got 145,000 compared to 2016 where it was only 7,000. And that's ages 18 to 29.
There you go.
So.
And Texas, you guys down there in Texas are pulling some incredible numbers out of
outstanding numbers.
Yes.
And again, a lot of the younger demographic too. People 50 and below. They're getting, these people are, Marcia and I were talking earlier because the last Democrat governor we had, bless her heart, baby, I remember her well, Ann Richards. Did
I loved her.
Oh, I loved her so much.
I loved her.
If you've never seen, go look up Ann Richards and see her in her leather white outfit standing next to that hog, baby.
She is.
That was Texas.
She was a hoot.
Yes, and I think that right now, given that photograph, because anybody from Texas who knows Ann Richards knows that photograph of Ann Richards standing there in leather pants outfit next to that Harley. And here we are later, all these years, and there's advertisement with MJ Hager getting on her Harley, looking you right in the eye, baby, and hitting that gas.
And Jamie Harrison.
Yes.
I'm the hook right now.
I'm telling you, North Carolina, baby. We're looking at North Carolina. We are coming along. And hey, did y'all hear what Lou Dobbs said about Lindsey Graham?
Yeah, about Lindsey. Oh, yeah.
Lou Dobbs on Fox News Business. Let me see if I can quote him. Roughly said, "I don't know how anybody could vote for him," meaning Lindsey Graham. Really, I don't know how anybody could vote for that man. That's a Republican Fox News anchor calling Lindsey Graham out for the bullshit that he's spewing out there right now.
Does it seem like Fox is jumping ship with the rest of the
They
mice?
might as well. They might as well.
Yeah.
What they're gonna have? It's either get with the business here of news, and stop this ridiculous. Fox News is not A, it's not news, and B, it's the most anti-American bullshit that you can put on your TV because they actively work against the people of this country on the guise of waving a flag behind them, talking about how big the Christian are and all that bullshit. We've seen it. We know it. They're all Jerry Falwell Jr. over there. That's what they are. You know, how many...
Oh, Jerry Falwell turned over, not Jerry Falwell, but Franklin's son rolled over. I mean, he had a conniption cow when the Pope come out and did the marriage equality.
Yeah.
He just flipped his fucking lid.
Oh man. Well, you know, the Pope is that what you're talking about? The Pope coming out for gay marriage? Yes, for civil unions or whatever you want to call it. Yes, that immediately makes me bring up in my mind this new judge that will be confirmed tomorrow. As far as I can see. Yes, the Catholic lady. The one that gonna yes. She doesn't agree with the Pope. Who's the Pope anyway?
No. Check it out. The Pope don't agree with her.
That's what it is. The Pope does not agree with her.
He's the head of the church, huh?
Yeah.
Go Pope Frank, okay?
If they put her in and vote her in,
it's not an if.
The thing is, they missed a step. It is illegal. It's illegal.
So what about this administration isn't illegal? They don't care about that.
Yeah.
The whole thing's illegal.
That's been the problem from the get-go is pays
like
no attention to the law.
When Trump gets in the office, she's out of the office.
It's just all these guys seem to be at the moment, including Fox and certain senators, seem to be distancing themselves from Trumpy because they know he's going to lose.
Exactly.
And when the shit hits the fan, they want to be as far away from him as they can. But when they're making money, they'll get close to him.
Exactly.
But at the moment, they're going to distance themselves because they're going to save their own asses.
I think they're doing that now. A whole lot of them now have been cornered up. McSally down in Arizona, we saw her on the debate stage when the moderator asked, how proud of you are representing Trump, and she says she's proud to represent the people of Arizona. They dodge. They know he's an anchor around their neck. It's not a good thing to be associated with his ass, but you got in bed with him.
Yeah, well, Mark Kelly's kicking her ass anyway, huh?
Yes,
so it don't matter what
yes, he is.
Kelly is.
And she flipped.
You could put Arizona in our pocket right now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure out of all the places that we're looking at, Arizona is damn near on a lockdown right now. It's going to turn blue.
Yeah, and I'm hoping on the 4th we're not going to know the outcome for the president.
No.
Yeah, I mean there's probably, but hopefully we'll have a good idea what everything else is going to look like as far as Graham and McConnell.
We're going to see a lot of the Senate races called. Yeah.
Gates, Matt Gates is up.
On the 4th, the coronavirus is going to go away.
That's true. I heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor. People are saying that on November 4th it's all going to disappear anyway, and are you shitting me? Did you hear him say that?
It will. Biden will make it go away. Biden will fix it.
Yeah, there you go. Biden's going to make it go away.
I'm already preparing for the long haul. With this shit because Florida, I mean, we got people that understand, but then we got a governor that doesn't. Hopefully his ass won't be reelected.
I worry about your governor. I worry about my governor. I worry about Brian Kemp. Yeah, there's governors I worry about that would do something to interfere with this election. That's how low they are. That's lie, cheat, steal. That's the way Republicans are. That they don't want your ass to vote. They work very hard to keep you from voting.
Yeah, and not only the election, but just the whole Corona thing. I mean,
the whole COVID thing. My governor tried to kill us all. So did yours.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going away anytime soon if people can't, get it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I kind of put it in my mind to just be prepared for it. Learn to live with it first, I mean.
We have to adapt. We have to adapt. And we do have to continue to take the Corona Trump virus Trump virus?
Seriously.
Serious, very serious. Just recently, I think it was yesterday, one of our blue dots, Karen Van Wyck.
Karen Van Wyck
announced
her
she
brother.
announced that she took her brother to the hospital, and he tested positive for corona, and she feels that she might have been exposed.
Yes.
So Karen, our hearts go out to you.
Oh, baby, we're worried about
if you can, and hang in there, because even if you have been exposed, it doesn't mean that you're going to come down with it.
Yeah.
But be careful, and even with your family that you haven't been around, you got to take these precautions. It ain't about I don't love you or anything else like that. It's about keeping yourself safe.
There you
and
go.
That's what we need
That's
to
what
do
we
as
want you to do.
individuals, is keep ourselves safe.
Each and every one of us are responsible for keeping
So,
other people around us safe.
Karen, you are not alone in this. You got family, and we are all here with you. We are all here with you.
Believe me.
And thank you for everything that you've done for this family, Karen.
She's done a whole lot. She is an active member, and not only in a donation, but she is actively in the chat. She's with us all the time. And yes, Karen, I saw that too. I saw when you dropped your brother off at the hospital and then tested. Yeah, it's hard. Shit.
I'm grateful that Wayne tested negative the last time he was in too.
You take that opportunity with shit, help me out there, Bernadette. Wait a minute. Mitch Goldstein. I know, baby.
I'm sorry. I think I'm losing my connection, John.
No,
so.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not, I'm having a rough day, so yeah, I'm just trying to get. I'm just trying to get.
And my blessings go out to you too, my dear.
Thank you, sweetie. Mitch Goldstein donated $2 through Super Chat and said, Mitch,
I got a question for
blue tsunami blowout. Outstanding, Mitch. I agree. I'm hoping, baby. From your mouth to God's ear, baby. What, Belda?
I can't remember. When are the new House and Senate people sworn in?
If I am
January.
Not mistaken, it's January.
It is in January, but I do believe it's before
the inauguration.
The inauguration,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
I want to say it's very early January, around the 4th or the 5th or something like that, but I'd have to check. John, I'm gonna have to jam. They just cut my electricity off, so I'm operating on borrowed time right now.
Love you too, Bernie. Thank you for being here. Turn on the camera.
Be careful.
Maybe I'll be back sometime this week, maybe not. I don't know.
Baby.
But I do want to tell you guys, I got to wash my
We'll look for you.
Yes.
We'll
was
look
it the
for
one
you.
you wanted? Was it the wash machine? Good.
Yes.
So,
now you can't, but here's the thing, you can't wash clothes now.
Oh, darn.
Well, it's not here at my house. It still has to travel 70 miles or so, but it's on its way. And I'm prepping for it.
That's why they call it a rolling blackout. Oh, like a wave, baby. It's coming. Just wait till it gets to your line.
So I'm going to say good night. Thank you, Blue Dots. Hang in there and fuck Trump.
And fuck Trump, Bernadette said.
Fuck Trump.
Outstanding. Good night, Bernadette. Thank you for being here, baby. It's our own Bernadette Priest up in Northern California. We love her so much, and we always enjoy her being here. Jen, you're being mighty quiet, dear.
I'm just listening.
We're going to have to come drag it out of you, I guess.
Oh, if you'd like, you can try.
Okay.
I was reading some tweets earlier today, and I'm sorry I forget which state this came out of, but it was talking about early voting.
Right.
There was something like 870-some thousand votes already cast, and out of that number, 66% were people who have never voted before.
There you go.
That is awesome.
That is what a terrible president does to the voting numbers.
To counter that, I also saw an interview with an average citizen coming out of their or in line to vote who was a Trump supporter. So, it's not, you got to watch it with these numbers. It's not all us.
No, it's not everybody. I
know that.
I saw somebody being interviewed in a line in New York City, and they had already taken, I talked to several people, obviously Biden supporters, by the way they spoke. But then the next guy they came to, there you go, had a MAGA hat on. Yeah, well, there you go. It's like you didn't have to ask. He was definitely a Trump
he was
supporter.
just covering up the circumcision marks.
Well, did you see the?
Go ahead.
See the cop that was on his loudspeaker in New York City last night going Trump 2020.
No.
Trump 2020.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Well, there's a cop that needs to be fired.
Reprimanded.
He needs to be fired. You get that ballsy as a cop that you're going to use your loudspeaker to spout that bullshit. You should not be a cop. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
What did you say, Velda? Did they reprimand him?
I think he got totally reprimanded.
Yeah.
Well, there was a
I
cop
should
with a
hope freaking
there was a
so.
cop with a
Because
Trump
it's
face
against the
mask
law.
on. There was a cop with a Trump face mask on in one of the polling booths.
Yeah. Well, they showed him.
Fired. He got
They showed
fired.
him.
My new toy,
Yeah.
by the way.
They showed him going up.
It's just helped a lot, by the way. People are seeing me suck on this. This is one of them vape things. And I haven't had a cigarette in several days. Thank you. I'm feeling much better.
Good.
But that's
Good,
helping me.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that should be known too is that has the most minimum amount of nicotine.
Yeah.
And
it's the lowest version they had.
so in other words, he's kicking the nicotine habit too.
Kicking the nicotine habit, but no, I'm not burning something down in my lungs, getting all the
No.
carcinogens and the tar and all that shit out of the cigarette. And yes, I am feeling very much better. I had been struggling trying to quit for shit. I don't know, last 50 years. But I was struggling here lately. But then all of a sudden, Buddy Davis is the one that said, John, get you one of them things. It's not great for you, but
What's it called?
it's a fuse. It's something that just makes me think I'm smoking something.
It's not a vape machine, is it?
No. It's not the kind you push the button or anything. It's just kind of a thing you suck on. I use it very little, and I'm using it less and less. But
Did
it's
you
been
see
one of them days.
the jerk said at the his last interview when it was asked about the smooth transition? He turns around and said, "Well, did they give me a smooth transition? They weren't very nice to me."
No. Who? Trump?
What's he saying? What's he saying in that statement? He's saying, "Be ready for a fight."
That's what he's been threatening all along.
Yeah.
He's still out there today talking about the vote isn't right, the mail-in ballots are all going to be fraud, it's the greatest hoax in the world, blah, blah, blah. It's a freaking damn, it's a constant barrage of that shit. And you're going to hear it for the next 9 days. And you're going to hear it after that. Go ahead.
You remember, you know who Kirshner is, right?
Yes.
And he was talking about you can't take something to court that you muddied up yourself and have it
Like
ruled
the
for
post
you.
office. Like the post office thing.
He's been yelling for months and months and months now. Rigged election, voter mail-in ballots are phony. They're rigged. You can't yell stuff like that and then turn around and go back to court and claim it's all been rigged because you muddied the waters yourself.
There you go. Yes.
That's what
self-fulfilling
Kirshner was
prophecy.
saying.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You scream about it so much you make it happen. You wish it well. And then that's what I fear. The only way I think we lose this shit is if it ends up in the fucking courts. And they have already got Barrett on the court and she won't recuse. We're looking at a 6-3 court. That's what bothers me. That's what bothers me.
Bothers the world,
because
mate.
I don't put it past them. Lie, cheat, steal. That's a Republican mantra. That's all they do. Long lines at voting is responsible. Is your government working against you to vote? In this day and age, all of us know they could come up with a system where we could all vote in the same day within minutes of each other if they wanted. But we're not doing that. We're not. We're closing polling places. We're making it more difficult for people to vote. They don't want you to vote. So get your ass out and vote. Throw a finger in their face. Make sure you do. Make sure somebody else in your family does. Your friends. It's important, baby. Everything is on the line here.
My heart just goes out to those polling places, like in Texas, where it's a state. It's just the one county's the size of 2 states.
Yeah. Oh, we got yes. Yeah, we have counties down here that will hold Rhode Island and what's the other one? Rhode Island and maybe Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah, I think Connecticut. You could put both those states in one county. Yeah,
Having
of
been
course,
there,
only
it's so
two
weird.
people live in that county, so it's.
Anytime that's brought up, I forget because I've lived in Texas my entire life, and then going up into Connecticut and Rhode Island, just how fast it's like going through it and shit.
Yeah.
So surreal. So surreal.
I mean, going from one state to the next state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
when
here
you leave
it's-
our house, if you're driving, you're not leaving Texas for at least another 10 hours, baby.
Yep.
It's a long way to get the hell out of this state, no matter where you go.
It's like you
Is there
can't
much
leave.
is there much advertising going on or misinformation going on in Texas since the last debate about this Biden and the oil, thing?
They on locally, yeah. The commercials the Republicans are running down here in Texas I've seen are exactly aimed at the oil and gas industry. Biden and Harris want to shut down the oil field. They want to make drilling illegal.
Yeah.
And
It's funny you mentioned that too, because where all those billboards are going to Corpus are right next to all the plants.
all the refineries, all around
Yeah.
the big construction sites that service the refineries and whatnot in the oil industry right here. And yeah, Corpus Christi is a big oil and gas town. But it's also quite democratic as far as people who live in the city. But it's diluted now because our district has been gerrymandered to shit. So we
Well,
blend
anyone
in.
with a half a brain would know that when Biden made that statement, if you got half a brain, you realise that he means over a period of a decade or so, it's going to take to transition. He didn't say convert straight away. He said transition.
Yes.
There'll always be a need for oil. There'll always be a need for oil.
Anytime you
even
speak
though-
against, yes, you're right, Dave. We're not gonna get away. It's not like everybody's gonna have an electric car tomorrow, for one.
No.
And so many of the products that we see around us are used are manufactured with chemicals from the from oil and gas refining.
Plastics and everything else.
Yeah, there's a lot. So it's not like it's going to shut down tomorrow. But any talk about easing up on fracking right now sends these people into a quandary down there. I mean, they're just beside themselves. So the big push here locally is, they're trying to get your guns and your oil and gas and your God, your baby, and all that stuff. We're coming to get everything. It's the typical shit, but I think Texas is beyond that. I think a lot of voters, this state has changed, much like a lot of other states, especially down in the South, has changed dramatically over the last 10 years. A large influx of new people that have moved into the state. Industry was gaining down here, and so we had a lot of new influx of people down here. And not everybody is down with the put a gun on your gun rack and put a cowboy hat on and talk
Some people
shit.
are civilized.
Yes. And they want a better future, not only for the country, but for Texas, too. We want our rivers and our lakes to remain clear. We don't want fracking all over the freaking place, and especially in areas that are pristine, that are near wildlife sanctuaries or, untouched areas. There's no need for it.
Can I butt in here real quick?
Sure.
You know what people don't understand is you run out of shit. You run out of groceries, you run out of gas, you run out of toilet paper, you're going to run out of oil.
Eventually, it's a finite resource, yeah.
It's going to be gone. So what you do is you get to jump things and go, like 10 years down the road, it's like, hey, we're running out of roofing shingles. What do? Put a metal roof on. Well, out of iron ore. Well, then I got to put on a moss roof for Scotland. So what's happening is people think for today. They don't think about the future. And what you do is you go, we all solar, all wind. Yes, we can. We can do that. But if we don't start now, we're going to be fucked.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't
that's why they're going to Mars, aren't they? They know that the planet. People want to look at the future. Okay, the planet we know in whether it's 500 million or a billion years, they know the planet Earth's going to end up knackered the sun's going to go supernova, whatever it is. But they know Earth's on an infinite time. It's going to cancel. They're going to Mars, so they know that they've got a place to go to in 100, 200, 300 years, that they've already colonized. Now, they do that for something that's 1 million years away or 1 billion years away, yet oil and the Earth being sick is now.
Yeah.
And yet they don't do anything about it now, because you won't get to Mars if the fucking planet's fucked.
Yeah. If there's nothing left there, if we destroy this planet, there's no plan B right now. We haven't found that. And Mars really, on the grand scale of things, when you're talking about the life of this planet, Mars ain't out far enough, because fuck, if we go, chances are pretty much Mars is going to, with the sun, when it novas and everything, and we eventually just pile up.
Yeah.
That what do they call those planets?
Which one?
Jumping stones?
Yeah, the one that sustain life. They have a name for it. That are possibly
Goldilocks
Goldilocks planets or whatever.
Yep.
That's
Goldilocks zone.
Yeah. So we could take a few people, not very many of us, I guess, and launch us off to that thing in the last final ditch to forward mankind on a projection that might, I don't know. You get into that whole thing. The best deal for us right now is quit burning the fucking planet down. That would be a good idea.
That's it.
If we just quit doing that, and eventually it gets cheaper. It takes a lot of money for oil and gas to get that oil and gas out of the ground, put it through pipeline, ship it to some refinery down here where I'm at, and have it refined into the product that it's going to go to, and blah blah blah. That's a high cost. And let me catch up on my donations here, because I wanted to call out. Oh well, let me first call out Domino's White has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Domino's. We appreciate it, and welcome to the family. And so has Mojo 71 has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Mojo. We appreciate you being here. Delfino Garza donated $2 in Super Chat and said, Texas has more wind than oil, even in Corpus. And yes, Delfino is right. We produce, now all up and down the ship channel here, we have several very large refineries that produce oil and gas, and they ship it out all over the place. But if you look around Corpus Christi, what you notice is we are surrounded by wind farms, and we are continuing to grow them. If you drive down and go over the Harbor Bridge, look down there, you'll see part of the ship port down there covered in wind blades and towers and all this equipment to put up more wind. It's constant. So yes, thank you, Delfino Garza, for the $2 and for sliding that in there. So yes, Texas is changing. Oil and gas, yes, big industry here, big money in it, a lot of political power behind it. But wind and solar, especially wind down here, is really coming up, and it's you can't stop it, because it is the future. Because logic does tell you oil and gas is a finite resource, and we will eventually run out of it all, and destroy the planet in the process. So. Anyway,
I've got to go. I've got to help an animal out. I'll make room for David or someone to pop in. Thanks for having me, guys.
Aussie Dave, thank you, brother, for doing what you do. Take care of yourself, and get back with us as soon as you can, brother.
Have a good show, guys.
You too.
All right, Dave. Take it easy, man.
Take care, Dave.
That's wonderful.
Hey, John, I'm going to slide out of here to come out of Chiefs one, so I got some stuff to do. So you guys,
the Chiefs won. So what? You got to go get drunk? I understand. Okay.
Yeah, right.
No, brother, we appreciate you being here also. Thank you for stopping by.
Have a great evening.
You too, brother. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
On all those plastic bags that they make, and we throw them in the landfill. You can replace those now with hemp bags that are plastic bags made of hemp. That deteriorate.
Are you talking about that marijuana stuff? You just want to have an excuse to grow marijuana. That's all them hemp producers want to do. They just want to have a big field out there so they can grow their marijuana.
Another thing that they've done, those plastic rings that hold the 6-packs together.
Yeah.
It's made with a combination of hemp and fish food. So if it gets in the water, it feeds the fish.
if you want to look at the big problems that we have that affect the earth, oil and gas, big producer, and wind and solar is the answer to that. When it comes to hemp, what you have to understand is, what will hemp do for you? Well, not only it produces a lot of, besides oil, it produces fiber. The big competitor there would be cotton. Now, if you know cotton, and that's probably behind oil, gas, ranching, and the next thing down here in Texas is cotton. Cotton is big here also. It takes a whole lot of chemicals to grow cotton. They have agriculture programs dedicated strictly to the boll weevil, controlling the boll weevil, so your cotton doesn't get destroyed. It's an essential thing to the government. Yeah, hemp, no chemicals. Just don't need that shit. It is a cleaner, more sustainable, earth-friendly product to produce than cotton. But like oil and gas and everything else,
just
cotton.
Try to stop hemp
You
from
sound
growing.
like a communist, you know.
I am. One of them socialists. Listen to you. You want to just save the earth.
I think I got my figures right. 20 acres of pine trees and 20 acres of hemp. 20 acres of hemp makes twice as much toilet paper as 20 acres of trees.
And no, you can't roll it up and smoke. So, yeah.
The other thing is that it is considered to be one of the finest papers out there. That just the quality of the paper is far and beyond what you get out of a tree.
It might even have some historical documents written on it.
Yeah, you might have. Hello, David.
You do.
Hey, John. Hey, everyone.
How are you been, my friend?
David.
Give me 9 to 14 days or so, and I'll tell you. Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long 9 to 14 days.
I'm in a holding pattern and on fumes, hoping that I can still land this thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what That's a good analogy for a lot of us. We're in a holding pattern, just making sure that we got a spot to land this baby. And I think we're gonna have the clouds are gonna clear up, the runway's gonna come into full view, and we're gonna set it right.
I heard we broke 50 million.
Yes.
Pre-votes.
54.
I heard Texas is almost broken 20.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes, we have record turnout in Texas. 42% right now. I just looked earlier. 42% of registered voters in Texas have already voted.
42% pre-voting. Wow.
Yes, pre-voting. That's before. That's now. Hell, there's still more days. We have early voting until the 13th. What is today?
Today is the 25th.
Oh,
25th.
I guess it's over. Well, no, I don't know when it is. Check that again, because maybe it was the 13th to whatever. Yes, that's what it was. It started on the 13th, and I can't remember what it is. It's been a rough day. Let me catch up here before. There's my banger. It's supposed to be in your ass. Anyway, Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong, donated $5 to Super Chat and said Donnie didn't have COVID until he took the vaccine Putin sent him, and it backfired and made him sick, and that is the vaccine he is or was promoting. So said Diana Mallory. For somebody who went through it so quick, I don't know. Now with Mike Pence's staff getting it, how's Pence?
Well, you heard what Putin came out with today, didn't you?
What
was it yesterday?
Oh, I heard this.
Putin basically threw Trump under the bus.
Yeah.
When it comes to the what the hell is that again? Oh shit, I'm forgetting. Help me out if you know out there.
Nope.
It was.
I'm checking it right now.
Trump was making some statements, and Putin said we don't know anything about that. Some of the deceptive ads and that kind of thing. That Trump had accused the Russians of doing this or that, and the Russians said, "No, it's just not true. it's just not true." And I don't know if I would believe anything the Russians say, but it's nice to hear him say it.
Yeah,
it's the accusation of the Biden's and corruption of Hunter and Biden, the Biden corruption in Russia.
That's it. Yeah.
Putin said Sunday that he saw nothing criminal in Hunter Biden's past business ties with Ukraine or Russia.
Really?
Yep.
Throw him under the bus, yeah. No, we haven't heard anything of that, Donnie. Don't you know?
The other one I wanted to bring up was, now, of course, you all know who good old Jared and Ivanka are.
Oh, yes.
Do y'all hear of the Lincoln Project?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, with the signs.
Yeah, I got it written down right here. I have the
Lincoln Project, for those in the chat that may not know, is a group of Republicans that are fighting against Trump, and they're doing it with a big media campaign. But be careful; they're still Republicans, and we don't want them. They're not our friends. They're really not our friends. They're just doing a good job at what they're doing, but they don't like left wingers any more than Trump does.
Yeah.
But anyways. They put up a couple of billboards in Times Square that are quite ripe against Ivanka and Jared. And Jared and Ivanka said, "We're going to sue them."
And give them the quote from their lawyers back to them.
Oh gosh, there's so much. I got the whole letter here.
I like the part where
the first paragraph though. It starts out.
Go ahead.
I write to respond to your recent letter in which you threatened to sue my client, the Lincoln Project, for openly criticizing Jared and Ivanka. You object specifically to 2 Times Square billboards featured below that associate your clients with the Trump administration's failed COVID response. You boldly predict that the results of your lawsuit will doubtlessly be enormous compensatory and punitive damages, unquote. Please peddle your scare tactics elsewhere.
Yes, that's the part I like. Please peddle your scare tactics elsewhere.
Intimidated by such empty bluster.
That's the Trump way, though. We'll sue you. Well, go ahead. Lincoln Project saying, well, go ahead.
It goes on for another 2 pages. I posted it in the main discussion of the other board.
I have not read the whole thing,
so there.
I will indeed read it, because that's I only got it out of a story, so you don't get the whole gist of everything. But yeah, more or less, the Lincoln Project lawyers, who who's that guy Smith,
Smith, yeah,
and
Wilson, Rick Wilson,
Rick Wilson,
Conway,
Conway.
Steve Smith, Steve Smith, he's already left the Republican Party. He's already left the Republican Party.
I heard him speak the other day about what he thought about the Republican Party, and it's not the Republican Party. He's right. It's the Trump Party. These people that are hanging on are not conservatives. They are an embarrassment to the conservative movement. When you see all these assholes out there running around at his rallies without masks on, these are not conservatives. These are your deplorables. These are your basket that you ain't going to be able to do shit with. The rebel flag waving, my freedom spouting, gun toting, Bible thumping, good Christian American. That's who they are, and they are not going to put on a mask to their your communist ideas, dragging us all down and taking away our freedoms.
We had the biggest day of infections. Single day. What, yesterday?
Yesterday, and not only
predicting 6 digits within a couple of weeks if the uptick continues. And this is I'm sorry to say, John, Texas, you passed us, California, in number of cases.
Yes, we have.
The crown goes to you.
We're fighting to be number 1 over here, baby. Yes.
And I put that singly upon your governor, your lieutenant governor, your senators, and the people that continue to follow Trump.
Yeah. All of it due to their desire to be on the good side of Donnie, to not cross Donnie. And they were willing to let Texans suffer and die in this state just for their love affair with Donnie.
Yeah.
Let me catch up. Here.
John, me and you are in the same boat. We are in the same boat. We are in the same boat paddling together.
Yeah. Yeah, we're fighting for our state, to gain its census. And I think we have a great opportunity, though, this time. SC. I think Florida, I think we're going to take Florida, North Carolina, Maine, Colorado, Arizona. These are states that...
Wouldn't Georgia be sweet?
Yes. I didn't even throw in Georgia. Georgia was a possibility. So, I'm telling you, this could be a landslide moment, a shift in the direction this country goes. But I'll get to that in just a second, because we have work to do. because I saw a story earlier today, and I'll give you that headline, and then we'll come back to it. It said that the Democratic Senate may be the barrier to progressive Democrats. Think about that for a minute now. And that's what we're going to have to address after we get our house in there. When we get our house in order, when we have the White House and the Senate and the House, we still have a whole lot of work to do to progress this country in the direction it needs to go in. It needs to. It's
a lot of them still embrace neoliberalism, free market liberalism, the idea that the free market's going to solve everything. And we've seen the failure of that. Yeah. And a lot of them are still deep into money and politics. And that needs to be, I'm sorry, the time has passed for that.
Yes.
They need, and that's both sides have been guilty about that.
There are, some areas where the capitalistic system does not work. Healthcare being the biggest one you can point to and say no. You should that is not a place where capitalism should have its foot. That should be exactly what it is, healthcare, and not what we have now, which is profit care with insurance companies. If it wasn't for the ACA, it would be a whole lot worse. It would be like it used to be, and that's what Donnie wants. Let me catch up. Here's Ben Stroud, donated $2 to Super Chat. Thank you again, Ben, and said, Chiefs 43, Broncos 16, game's over, fuck Trump. Oh, look at here. Got to get them football scores in there. Go Chiefs. All right, Ben Stroud. Stick it up for his team, baby. He thinks he's got a challenger going out there for the... Anyway, Teresa Diggum donated $2 to Super Chat and said, Planet of the Humans, green energy is not green. Let me see. Thank you, Teresa. Planet of the Human. Yeah, green energy is not green. I'm trying to wrap my head is so screwed up today. I am so sorry. I don't know. I can't think right now. Johnny Fly donated $5. I want to come back to that. Johnny Fly donated $5 to Super Chat and said, I am thrilled with all the people, especially the young people, that are out voting early. We can do this. Fuck Trump. Exactly. And we are. You can see it in the numbers. And Challenger Network donated $10 to Super Chat and said, I just can't stop laughing at the fact that the orange peanut thinks the silent majority are his voters. Boy, is he in for a rude awakening. There you go, thank you. I can't wait to see the look on his stupid face when we win. Amen, Challenger Network, baby. I wish they had not that fly, but wish we had a camera in there just to see his expression when it all goes south. And Video Scratch Channel has subscribed to our YouTube channel, so thank you, Video Scratch Channel. We appreciate that, and welcome to the family. I was just trying to get my head around that green is not...
Really quick, before I forget, last day of early voting in Texas is October 30th.
October 30th. There you go. It was from October 13th to the 30th, right?
Yep.
So, 3-4 days before voting is early voting ends, and there are still
that'll
people
be Friday.
That's this Friday. Think about that shit. Yeah, it's not like, it's going to end soon. No, it's going to end this Friday. We only have one more Beer and Bud Friday left before this election. We got one more to go through this week, and then Tuesday will roll around.
Well, I would like to encourage. I hate to be the wet blanket here, but I think Trump's going to win.
Where's my stick? I'm going to hit you, Jen. I'm going to reach right through here. Why do you think that, dear?
Because I think we're following the exact pattern as we did in 2016, except we have a candidate that fewer people like than Hillary.
Yeah.
And I think that we're being diluted with polls. I think the Republicans could somebody mute themselves, please?
Yeah, Travis
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Wayne was. Okay, we're seeing the same things in 16. I think we're being diluted by the polls. I think the Republicans know that we're being diluted by the polls, and they're letting it happen by not bringing out their polls, because their polls show the exact opposite of what's going on.
I don't know, Jen. I'm encouraged by the number of voters. that are turning out, the age of the voters, the just the pure numbers of it.
Right, but Republicans have the reputation of voting big time on the day of election.
Well, that's the fear I have. Is yes, you're right. We've been here before. We were here with Hillary. Ain't one of us at this point in the election cycle thought that Trump had any chance of winning. That just by pure common sense and social decorum that we knew, well, that guy ain't gonna get elected because he's a dick. Well, we elected a dick. And so the possibility exists, well, could it happen twice? Yes, it does exist. That's why it's important. That is why it is so important that every vote gets out there, because they're looking to dispel as many of your votes. They've already entered court cases trying to get rid of ballots any way they can. Challenge every ballot that they can, trying to keep that momentum going.
And that's why they bought so many judges.
Yes, exactly. That's what Mitch McConnell has been doing for years, stacking the court with justices, and that's what they're going to do tomorrow on the grand scale. They are going to stack the Supreme Court, and then we as a society are going to have to decide what we want done about that, because it has been stolen.
I just hope we don't turn into one of those wastelands in South and Central America where they believe in dealing with judges with weapons.
Yeah,
it just scares me the way the right wing is.
It is
behaving.
scary.
That something like that could happen.
That the possibility exists that we're going to have some Americans that are going to take up arms against their fellow citizens, and that's the part that you really have to stress, is that some of these people that he is inciting, and some of them are, because Marcia's got this one person that she watches just to demonstrate how stupid they are. Anyway, this lady just pisses me off whenever. Anyway, she's ignorant as shit, doesn't know anything, and rambles on forever. Anyway, shit, squirrel.
I didn't do it that time.
No, just dumped out of my head.
Sorry. But it wasn't me. It wasn't it wasn't the squirrel.
Oh, I was going with how these people think, and this person was going on about how, and Trump alluded today again, how she thought that Barr ought to just arrest Biden, that he should not be allowed to run as president because look at all this evidence they found in the laptop. And they're pedophiles and all this. Barr should just step in and arrest them and shouldn't be allowed to be in. And Trump should just be just win the election. That's what this lady was rambling on, and I'm sitting there and listening. And Marcia just cussing at her. It's delusional, not a solid stream of thought there at all. Brainwashed to say the least. And this person has lots of followers. And I worry that the way these people talk. I don't know how they even consider themselves an American patriot. I don't. When you're planning and plotting that you're going to kill your fellow Americans over some bullshit, golden idol lying sack of shit, which is obvious to everybody, should not be a question about that.
When you're throwing the Constitution out, which that's essentially what that's doing.
Exactly.
No Constitution.
Yeah.
And these are the same. God damn it! These people are the same people who used to accuse me of wiping my ass with the Constitution when I would argue liberal points of views, and they don't give a damn about the Constitution.
They don't give a shit. It's a bumper sticker to them, just like everything else.
Yeah. I want to bring out. Sorry, John.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to bring out some more numbers that I seen the tweet earlier today, and I just found it. And this was posted by a reporter that's, I guess is with the whatever. But this was a letter that was put on every seat in the press part of Air Force One. But it's from Poland, USA. And it says president support by those who haven't voted yet. Florida, Trump 59%, Biden 40%. Georgia, Trump 54%, Biden 44%. North Carolina 58% for Trump, 41% for Biden. And this is as of 11:42 a.m. today. And that's people that they say haven't voted yet.
Yeah.
So,
so the majority, to translate that, majority of Biden supporters have come out to vote over the number of Republicans.
So, just take that for what you will,
Yeah.
So
a lot is going to, a lot of people are going to wait till election day to vote. It's going to be a thing. A lot of places, people are going to want to go vote. I'm concerned about what's going to be happening around voting places on election day because of his rhetoric and how he entices his followers to go out there and, be poll watchers and don't forget to bring your gun. That kind of shit. That kind of talk just makes me worried about where we're going to be. That's what we mean when we say democracy is on the line. Our simple right to vote is being infringed upon in many different ways right now, and we can't let that go ahead, Felda. We can't let that go.
I found something from today's news out of Tampa. They did a whole thing on all the states that have got over 1 million voters and stuff like that, and it came down to Texas. For Texas, the state's massive turnout accounts for 76.4%. 4% of their total 2016 turnout. You guys have already voted 76% more than what you did in 2016.
There you go. I don't think
that's not what that says. That's
for
Texas. That's saying
that Texas massive turnout accounts for 76.4 of their total turnout. Total 2016 turnout.
Right, I understand that's correct because you're reading it directly, but that does not mean that it is voted 76% more.
We've already attained 76% of what of the people that voted in 2016.
Yeah,
it's not. We're still days away from 9 days away from the election, and 76% of the people that voted in 26%. Of the people that voted in 2016 have already voted in 2020, and there's a lot of time left. And so, we're on track to surpass the records of 2016 and 2018.
We've got to keep voting. We've got to quit. We really actually need to keep looking at the freaking numbers and just keep going, guys.
What
we can't win until we vote.
Is to get out and vote. Out and vote. But besides that, I think this whole season of Trump, these last 4 years, the disaster that he has brought to this country and to the world, has been a motivating factor for people to get involved, be more informed, even the younger people. When they were protesting after Parkland, when we saw the kids out there marching, they had informed themselves on the laws that surrounded what they wanted to get done. They're more informed on that issue, and along with a lot of others issues that we have faced. And now a pandemic, even the younger that we get, to me, it is progressive evolution in itself. As another generation comes along, they get wiser and wiser because we learn more. You build a faster computer, you're able to build a faster computer. You get a smarter human, we're going to teach smarter humans. It's sort of like that way it happened. That's sort of like how we got here from a cave to where we are now. It is the evolution of the mind and technologies and what we can achieve. Shit. I don't know.
Although living in a cave would not necessarily be a bad thing.
No, not bad. Not bad at all. That's where
year-round temperature control.
Yeah. There's so much on our list. Let me catch up here. Mega Wet Willie donated $5 to Super Chat and said they had a Biden parade of cars and trucks that drove by slowly by all the Trump supporters waiting to see the Cheeto carrying Biden flags. It was great. Outstanding. Turnabout's fair play. That's what they did to Biden the other day. Had a bunch of Trump guys come back there in their trucks with their Trump flags in the background. Joe called them out. Turnabout's fair play. Come have some Biden flags, baby. Tim Torkelson donated $5 to Super Chat and said, Joe Momentum and Kamala Mama to the rescue. Roll big blue wave roll. Fuck Trump. There you go, Tim. Appreciate it. And Buddy Davis's Songs and Thoughts donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, my friend and fellow veteran, Buddy Davis. And if you don't know who he is, go check that out. Buddy Davis's Songs and Thought. He is a Grammy-nominated artist, and it's just a joy to listen to him. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get him on this show. His voice is needed, and we can't seem to get him on the Discord because his computer is messing up, and he doesn't got a cell phone or smartphone, and can't get on that way. But buddy, we got to get that shit fixed. But thank you very much. Holy shit! Yeah. Oh Lord, this is about the future, and it has been always, but now I think it's just more brought into focus. What happens when you let an idiot, let a narcissistic, anti-scientist, anti-common sense, rich asshole get into the White House and destroy this country? And I think a lot of people have taken note of it, and that's why we're seeing.
He had to have help. He had help. He couldn't do it by himself. He couldn't do it by himself.
No.
He had fucking help from people that should have never even helped him.
That claimed that claim honor to their name. And in my book, the Republican Party is very questionable on that nowadays. You see what he has done. You had a chance to do something when he was impeached, and you let this madman go. And now we are fixing to face the consequences of a very rough election because Cittadini, the orange menace, asshole that we have, is not going to go out the door peacefully. He is not going to have a peaceful transition of power. He's going to be kicking and screaming and whining all the way, every inch, and it's going to be disgusting. And Sanselli Vance just donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "I can't wait till you can shave your beard, John." Thank you very much.
Don't you dare shave that thing.
I wish I didn't have to, but I do. I have to. It's in my contract. It signed it with the devil right here. Do you want to be popular on YouTube? It says, yeah, I want to be popular. You got to sign your life. That's not what happened. But I am. I'm committed. I have to shave it, but no, I've grown quite attached to it. I don't know what I'm going to play with when it's gone. I won't have things waking me up in the middle of the night up in my face.
Well, how about just cut half of it off?
Well, now that's what my wife said. Just go back to the way I usually had my beard, which was a mustache and nothing on the sides, just what do they call that? Just a goatee. Yeah, not very long. I usually kept it shaved pretty close, but you could tell it's just a white little. But I don't know. Might go back to that.
You could have it made into a fake beard that you could just wear for rants and shows. Yeah, stroke it during shows. Take it off afterwards.
I was thinking that too.
Part of a mask.
I do.
Glue it to a mask.
I like looking at it and searching out that long hair, because that's where it was. That's where you
could trim it down to just
right
a soul
there.
patch.
See, that asshole got elected right there. Asshole, can't wait to get your ass off now. Anyway. It is, it's going to be hard to do because this is, like I said, it's who I am almost. It's like, I shave this off. Nobody at the store is going to go, "Hey, are you that guy on YouTube?" Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. Why, yes, I am, and puff my chest out. No, 9 days.
Well,
baby.
I suggest that you shave it off on show.
Oh, if it goes or when it goes, it will be live. I don't know how we're going to do that. What I would like to do is find a local barber shop with a qualified guy with a razor and do it the old-fashioned way and just have it shaved off. But I haven't found one yet.
Travis could use a razor on
Yeah. I don't think so. There's some hedge clippers out there. Chop. I haven't quite figured out how we're going to do it yet.
I'll come down and shave it off.
Will you come down and shave it off?
Sure.
Outstanding.
You could wrap it up in little bows with locks of it and do it for giveaways.
The weed eater started out there. Hold still, Dad.
I used a straight razor once when I was a kid to shave my legs.
I did too, but I didn't use it. No. I didn't use it to shave. I used it to cut other shit. That's a long
And
hair.
I did not nick or cut myself once.
I don't trust myself with a safety razor. Are you shitting me? I go in there and try to shave with one of these like 3-blade. I'm coming out bleed somewhere. I'll cut myself. I have a thing for blood. You know.
I tell you what the secret was.
What?
I taped up all but just a little bit of the blade.
Just had one spot you had to worry about. There you
probably
go.
a good idea.
That is.
I had no other choice. I didn't have any other blades.
That's good. Yeah.
I used to hack myself up with just a safety razor or these, those
old Gillette
2-blade plastic things. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Gillette, drop the blade in, screw it down.
Yeah. I don't have to do that anymore. I got absolutely zero body hair except for
I don't have any hair on my legs anymore either.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't got no hair on my head. Beat that shit. Anyway.
Well, take your beard and turn it into a toupee.
I know. Yeah, much. One good thing about it, at least the color of my hair has remained. Anyway, I ain't taking off my head.
Glue it on his eyebrows. Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn into his bangs.
Well, we've thought about playing with it before we shave it completely off. Do like a Fu Manchu or, cut it off in sections and do something with it, turn it out sideways or.
John, braid it at both ends.
It has been braided.
And then cut it off at the top rubber band.
Oh, we want to keep it. I mean,
and keep it.
Yeah.
Just braid it up and then do it that way.
This will go in a box with all this other stuff in a little box, and then when somebody opens this box and goes, "Oh, what is this?" Well, I don't know. It looks like a rat nest. Throw it away.
It was Grandpa's beard that he grew during Trump fast.
We'll have to put a little note in the box and stuff it in there to the finder.
It'll be in the Smithsonian someday.
Yeah, there you go. It'll be in the.
It's not tree moss.
Yes, well, I do. I think that someday.
Well, John, I think, in all seriousness, if you're going to cut the thing off, which like I said, don't think you should do, but you could get away with wearing a soul patch. You've got that kind of face.
I got that kind of face that deserves to be covered up.
Oh.
That's the best thing I could do. Put a mask on. I'm about as pretty as a mud fence, baby. I have no doubt. No. The beard helps cover up a whole lot. But anyway, it's about time. But and Delfino Garza, our new friend down in the valley, donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "I can't get into fight for 9 more days. I love fighting. I can't get into fighting for 9 days. Amen, Delfino. I swear, when I was young, fight, fuck yeah. I love that game, Violence. I've played that before. Let's go. I'm older now. I'm wiser. Anyway, I want to thank you all tonight. You've helped me more than you know. It has been a rough day for me, and I apologize if I have been distracted in some way. This family that we have grown means the world to me, and I look at it as upon a family because family helps you survive things. I said goodbye to my brother today.
Oh, Sean, I'm so sorry.
And so I hope he got to hear me. It was over the phone. And there's nothing else you can do. I mean, it's done. And you can't face that without family. You can't go on without family. My family today has stood by me. But this family has done just what it's done for so long, is to be here, is to be a part of this, is to come into a place where we can all talk and be part of something. And I want to thank you for that tonight because I needed it. Travis was trying to tell me don't do it tonight, just don't do it, but this is family. Y'all have been with me every day for 4 freaking years. And you do help me get through so much, because because I can come in here and talk to you. And that's all I've done for 4 years. And I'm amazed at this family that we have built. So I want to thank you, Sandy, for helping me get through a night that is not yet over. But you have made it a lot easier. And I appreciate that. So, to all of you out there on Facebook, on YouTube, thank you. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for those that came into this room tonight and had this conversation, because I needed it more than you know. David, thank you, my friend, for being here all the way from Northern California. We appreciate you, brother. We're thankful that you're here and come in and join the family.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, John. Thank you for coming and share the burden. We're here to share those burdens.
It was ease today, my friend. It was ease just by being here. I'm serious. I appreciate it. I'm not looking for anything else but to let you know that that's what this family means to me.
Oh, you don't ever hesitate to share a burden with us, because that's what we're here for too.
That's what we are, family, brother. That's what we are. And Jen Morgan, well, thank you, darling, for swinging by here. We appreciate it so much.
I appreciate being here.
Good. And always bring a reasonable voice to this conversation to keep us in line and remind us this ain't over with yet, baby. So we need to be on our toes, and we need to get out and vote, every one of us. And it means so much to everybody.
Well, I hope what I said tonight is completely wrong.
I hope so too, Jen. And you're going to have to come on here and admit to it. You're going to have to come on here and go, okay, I was wrong. Whoopee!
I promise I will.
I will. Thank you, Jen, for
I'll
being
bake
here.
a crow pie.
There you go. Thank you for being here tonight. You picked a good night, dear. S.C. Smith, my friend up in Tallahassee, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate your voice every time you come in.
I appreciate yours. I feel sorry for your loss. And, I'm just, you're there for us when we're feeling down. Like I said, you've been one thing that's kept me sane through these past 3-4 years with this, so, I mean, yeah, back at you, man, brother. Sorry, like I said, sorry to hear your loss.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I love you back. That's the way I answer that. I love you back, every one of you, everyone for being here, everyone for the comments that are going by in the chat. I appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, it's been rough the last little while. We knew this was coming, so it's not a sudden thing. It was, but no matter when, it creeps up on your ass. Anyway, SC, thank you very much for being here, brother. I appreciate it. And Bella Lee,
yeah, no problem.
Our mother hen of the group, baby, we thank you so much for being here and lending
If
your
I was
voice.
Close enough, I'd give you a great big huge hug.
I know you would. I know. I feel it already. I'm getting the vibe from across.
I found something out.
What'd you find out?
I found out it's 88 days until Biden puts his hand on that Bible
88
and
days.
swears and
Say we got a new number. We can start
88
counting down.
days.
We can start counting down that number.
Hand on that Bible.
I'm telling you, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But thank you for being here. I want to thank Bernadette for coming in and using her voice in our room. She had found out earlier in the day what had gone on, so I appreciate her being here to help support me in knowing, Bernadette's close, so we know all that. Anyway, and Randy Peterson, woo pig buddy, thank you for thank you for being here. And before we go, Delfino Garza donated $2 to Super Chat and said, sorry to hear about your brother. I love you, John. Delfino, I love you back, brother. It's the best thing we can do for each other now and every day of the week, baby. It's just remind all that we have to love our fellow Americans. We have to carry ourselves through this kind of shit. We will. Even drag them Trump supporting morons kicking and screaming with us. We have to. Anyway, thank you very much. And Gary Spring donated 2 beaver bucks all the way down from Canada. Thank you, Gary Spring. We appreciate your support north of the border. Thank you all for being here tonight and sharing your time with us. It is the most important thing that you can give to us. Thank you very much, and I love you. We will be here tomorrow. Monday starts a whole new week, baby. We're counting down. Tomorrow it'll be 8 days. Next thing you know, 7. It's a week. We're getting down into the little digits, and it's going to fly by, and there's no telling what's going to happen in the next few days. So keep your mind open and keep your eyes open because, yeah, I'm sure the Orange Menace is not done with us yet. Anyway, thank you for being here. We'll be here again Tuesday night for our next Blue Dot family meeting. And so please come by and join us, join the conversation, and be a part of this family. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Take care.
There you go.
We love you, John.
We love you back, baby. Thank you. And for everybody else, we love you too. We love you back. And we'll see you again here on Tuesday. Y'all take care of yourself. Put a smile on somebody's face. Wear a mask. Stay socially distanced. Wash your hands. All that shit. If you see somebody coming at you that looks all sick and nasty without a mask, get the freak away from them and go about your business. And anyway,